So here we have the BMW 320d xDrive on a 65 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's got alloy wheels, tinted windows and 4 doors. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, we can see we have reversing sensors and plenty of boot space as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside from there. Now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's what we're seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the far left-hand side, we have the fuel gauge, then the speedometer, the rev counter and the coolant temperature gauge. In the middle at the bottom you can see the total miles for this car, which are 57,660. There's a button on the end of the indicator stalk that will give you various different bits of trip computer information back around to the beginning again. And if we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, and then stereo and phone controls on the right hand side. We also have the plus and minus paddles. That is so that you can change gear manually on this automatic gearbox should you wish to do that. Over in the centre we then have the main screen for the car. So this is BMW's professional nav, which is the extra wide screen, and of course comes with satellite navigation. As you can see, nice clear colour display. All of the movement that I'm making on the screen, it's all being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial, the buttons that surround it as well, but you can do virtually everything from the dial. So for example, we can highlight radio, push the dial down. We can then rotate the dial to either FM, AM or DAB. We can go back out of that. If you want to listen to your own music, you do that under the multimedia heading. We have a CD player, as you can see, and we have external devices we can plug in or connect. So USB input, Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input as well. So loads of ways to listen to your music in this car. That's where you pair your phone, and then you've got your navigation just there, as I mentioned already. Working our way down, we have the main CD player, the volume for the stereo, and then dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. I've just put it onto manual mode, I'll come back to that in just a moment, but you can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine where you'd like the air to be distributed, and then this button turns the air conditioning on, and it's on at the moment, or off again. You can press auto, which is the mode we were in a moment ago. The car will then take control of the fan speed and the direction of the air to maintain those temperatures for you. Press the auto button again to take it out of that mode. Underneath that, we've got some storage that opens just up here and a 12-volt charging socket. We then have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, and then these buttons just here. So you can turn off the traction control for the car, and you can change the driving setup of the vehicle as well. So you can put the car into sport mode, sport plus mode. You can then go back down to sport, down to comfort, which is your everyday driving, and Eco Pro as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.